Hey there everyone, this is Mystic Fish. Welcome to episode 51 of our Factorio Space Age playthrough. We are proceeding down the path on Fulgora. We're getting close, I think, to being able to set up everything that we need here. So last episode we did a bunch of more recycling, buffering, spaghetti stuff. And so what we're left with here on, I guess what could be described as a main bus, are the ingredients we need for electromagnetic science. So we are now going to see if we can squeeze this all in here somehow. Okay, I guess while we're at it, let's see. How's our new steam plant? Well, you're still buffering ice. That's okay, because I think when we really start processing scrap for real, we should have enough ice, I think. Okay. So, what do we need next? Well, we need some Holmium solution. So let's design that. Let me cross-check what we need here. So we need 4 chem plants. Yeah. 4 chem plants making Holmium solution. These are going to make these. Good. I think we're going to want something like this. And something like this. We do need some modules in here to make good use of the Holmium ore. And then we are going to need to get stone in. And then that means I think we do this. We have to go over that far. And sure, let's get some of these in, and let's get a couple of lights in for good measure. Okay, that's going to be Holmium. And so we need to, and that will use up the Holmium ore. That's the only place that we're going to use the Holmium ore. So that gets that off the bus, which I think it is good to try to get this stuff off the bus. Although we could also get steel off the bus. Okay, let's figure out where this is going to go first. Let's pick this up. Oh, we actually need, I'm sorry, this actually needs to look this way because we have to get, right, we have 2 materials here. Now, could we get them both onto the same belt? That's an interesting concept. And let me check here. Yeah, we have very small amounts of solid materials. So that feels like that's a good idea. We need to be like saving space here. Okay, so let's see if we can squeeze this in over here somewhere. We have these like little pockets of oil ocean in the middle of this stuff here. We could put this here and then move that bottom right beacon over. I think I kind of like that. All right, so let's do that. Let's see, we're gonna need a replacement lightning rod. There, sure. So that's not where I want to put it. I want to put it there because we have to get water in here somehow. And where is our water? Our water is here in this tank, which it looks like we might be able to snake a pipe through some of this, maybe down here? No, through here, I think. Looks like we could get Okay, so that's how we need to get that in. We are still going to need stone. Let's see. We can also get rid of the iron. Oh my gosh, we have a lot of stuff we have to get rid of here. Okay. Let's do this. Because I want to put the LDS. We do need to build some LDS, which we can put over here. And so let's go ahead and do that. So can we, I think we can do it this way. If, let's see, we've got, that could be LDS out. And then these can be the inputs. Let's make you be LDS. Let's module you up. And you're going to go out, in. You're going to go out, in. Good. Okay. So as long as we can get, I think, steel and plastic here, then we can get copper in here. We will be in good shape. And then coming out of here, let's do this. This is a little funky, but I think this will work. All right, and then I think we want to plug it right into here to go into the LDS buffer. Okay, good. We are going to need, actually, when do I want to do this? That's an excellent question. I am going to need power here. And so, actually, I think what I want is, I want to allow this to make stuff as long as we don't have too much LDS. So as long as this is less than 3, I think that's okay. Good, that's LDS. That's the extra LDS we need to hit our rocket construction amount. Good, so that is, what do we need here? That's actually the rest of the steel. All right, we need, where do we want this to go? I guess if we do this, that puts steel on this side. We do need more plastic elsewhere, but it does mean we can put plastic on this side this way. Okay, we do need the ore coming across. We need to save these for later. We need to save these for later. We need to get some copper out of here. We need the batteries for later. We still need this stuff, some of which has to come over here. Okay, and I feel like this should output priority right. It's okay for all of this steel to go in, but I think we only want like leftover stuff. I don't know, but we do need to figure out, let's see, if I move this down here, we can get... let's like move more of this stuff here. So we can hop the copper, the remaining copper across like that. Which that's what we want to prioritize. And then this copper comes up here. Okay, good. And then this stuff needs to come in here. Why don't we tuck this in a little better? All right, this should be steel and plastic, and this will be copper. Okay, and the LDS build is done, and that is the end. Oh no, that's the end of steel, so we're done with steel. Good, good, good. Okay, next, we need to get the holmium ore and some of the stone. But actually, we've got some like build space up here because we can get rid of the iron if we make the accumulators, and there might be enough space to build the accumulators here. Okay, so let's figure out what the accumulators are going to look like. Let's get our beacons in. Okay, these are going to make accumulators, right? I need 3 of these, is that right? Where'd my accumulator thing go? Yes, I need 3. These can have efficiency modules in them. Oh no, that's the wrong one. I need these. I need those guys. And the reason to do 3 here for right now is these take 30% off energy consumption. You can see it there, but only up to a max of 80, so more than 3 doesn't help if we don't have sort of other modules or beacons going on. Okay, so we need these. And I think we have to like 1, 2. In terms of inputs here, these do not require very much stuff. So we could get, okay, and if I do that, I think we don't need these. And I think it means we can extend this down. This is not right. It means we lost power here. That should fix that. Okay, and then it means I think we can take this and cram it in down here. And we can just copy these, I think. Okay, accumulators can come out on this side. Accumulators, give me one of these. That's going to be accumulators. Okay, good. This, if we can get to the iron up here, this will, and some of the batteries. That's already max distance. Oh, but I need some of those. This is actually okay, because I can move these out 2 more. Okay, a little doorbell action there, but that's okay. Here on the home front, so if we do that, does that let us do anything interesting? I think it does. I think we can hop this like this. Maybe like that, so we can hop over the Holmium as well. No, that's not quite right. I need to move it out one more. Because I do need these batteries. And so, okay, batteries are going to go there. I'm going to put a splitter, and I'm going to continue the batteries. And then you're going to go this way, like that. And then you're going to go this way. And that finishes our iron plates. Okay, good. We now need to get a combined... How do we want to do this? Can we hop? Aha! Okay, we can hop stone across here. And then maybe we can continue it up the side here. Okay, so let's do that. That's stone over there. I think... where do I want to go? Maybe all the way in here. Like that? Okay, and then I can split the stone like this. And then this part will come over here. Okay, good, that's the end of this. Okay, cool. I feel like we need like some continuity, something or other here. Maybe another lightning rod down there. Okay, good, 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 good. What do we have up here? How much does that cover? I think I can get rid of that. And that will let me put a tank right there. Good for the Holmium solution coming out. So we do, okay, we still need to get water in here somehow. All right, so it's time to figure that out. Okay, here's the water. I think I want to do this. Get down into this little nugget of a hole. Then over here. And I guess I want to come down from here. Now, where do I want to come through here? I can make a little more room like that. And I can make a little more room like that. And I can make a little more room. Can I do that? No, that one's already maxed. Okay, but it means that I can do this. Oh, it almost reaches. Okay. All right, that gets water over here. And from here, I think it's relatively straightforward, question mark. I think I want to go here. Okay, so I gotta get over there. Let's make a little more space there. All right, that'll be ugly, but I think it'll work. Okay, good. We're making good progress here. So what do we have left on the bus at this point? We do have green circuits still. We do have batteries. We split batteries, right? Yes, to go into accumulators. Ah, this is the stuff for the accumulators. So you're gonna go up here. Okay, excellent. So we need to like continue the bus up this direction. If we do this, it doesn't work because of this business here. All right, we can't do that. All right, we're gonna have to get this stuff through elsewhere. I'm gonna move this thing, which feels like it could just go over here somehow. Okay, good. That gets that guy out of the way, and now, oh, I have a nice little corridor here to get some of this through. That's okay. I can move this one, which means somebody can come this way. All right, good. And then the other ones come this way. Let's see. Where can I bring this stuff? You can go that way. Okay, that gets you in there. Maybe we can just do this. Okay, and then woo! Okay. And then that's stone. Okay. All right, we got around this little patch of stuff. All right, we're making good progress. We do need now to make Holmium plates. We're going to do that in a foundry. Like so. You're going to make these. I think we can use productivity modules in all these. And if we flip this, do we like that? I guess we like that. I guess that's fine. And then we can actually get all of these in. So that's good. Oh, I need to get another beacon in here. How am I going to do that? Well, this is the Holmium. No. Wait a minute, I didn't plug the holmium in. Okay, let's trace it back. This is the holmium ore. You're hopping here, you're coming down here. You're splitting. Oh, right, because, oh, this is the extra that's, okay, that's fine. So that's holmium ore. So we could... we could do this. All right, let me get this stuff out of the way here. Okay. No, that's not right. I want it on the other side. Nope. That puts it on the top side. That doesn't help me. I want it on the outside. Oh, but you know what? We actually don't. We actually don't need very much of this. Okay, so that will work for the stone. Okay, fine. Almost. Do we need to route the water in differently? I guess we could do that. If I could come up here. How hard is it to route the water in? I guess I could do water up here. All right, that gets these out of the way. If I do that, I could put this here. If I slide this down. Okay, all right, so this will work. This will work as long as the holmium comes out on the top of this belt. Which, do we have an opportunity to do that somewhere? Haha. Oh, it doesn't matter. We can do this. Oh, I don't need this now. Okay, so I could do this. Put them together like that. All right, there we go. That will work. But we do have to get the water in. Where are we doing that? I guess we can do it here. Back this up. Move that over. Okay, that gets rid of these guys. And then we can come up here. We really need this to come out here. Wow, that was bad. Okay. Actually move this down. Okay, woo, all right. But now we're short on power. We can fix that. I like doing that. And that. I guess we'll put another light in here since we've made room on the belt. Okay, good. This looks like it wants some of these. I feel like just putting the red and green wires as we go, just make sure that we do have those signals everywhere we need them. Okay, good. All right, wow. Okay, that takes care of the whole, and so now we're straight. Okay, good. Good, good, good. And that got power. Okay, great. These are Holmium plates out here. Plates, these guys. All right. Next, what's next? I think electrolyte. Electrolyte. We need 4. What is this gonna look like? Maybe we don't need to do that much. Whoa. All right, what are the ingredients here? It's stone. So there's only one solid ingredient. There are 2 fluid ingredients and 1 fluid output. So I think we can do 1 down here. Although I guess I want it like that. You're gonna make these. You can have all of these. All right, now what are we gonna do? We're going to rotate this so we can connect like that. All right, these are that's the stone, so we don't need these. All right, yes, you can still see these 4. Okay, so everybody's still getting their 8 beacons. Okay, good. Then what do we want to do here? I guess we want something like that. I guess we want something like this. You need to put these in for stone. We'll get those in place. We're gonna move this, so I'm not gonna worry too much about getting everything connected. We will want lights, obviously. Obviously we want lights. Okay, great. And this will be the end of the stone. So, will it fit here? Do I want it to fit there? This is, I think, a separate question. It would be good to get it out over here. All right, let's pick this up. Can we overlap with some of these beacons a little bit? We can. Then we just have to put the other beacon in. Quote beacon. Lightning rod. Good, then that does let me build a tank here for the electrolytes. Although I think I want to pick all of this up and flip it. Actually, because you're going to go that way. You are going to get a tank over here. You're going to slide over. We don't need that. Okay, and then this will be the end of the stone if we can get it over there. For which... I think we can go this way. And that gets stone up there. And then we need heavy oil. So we need one of these guys. Okay. Are you covered? Yeah, kind of barely. Let's get another one of these in. We're on the outside of the island. Good, we need one more of these, I think. Okay, and that's electrolyte, and that's the end of the stone. Good. We've got accumulators here. Okay, what's left? We have to build the supercapacitors and the science. And do we have enough space for this? I think we probably really do, which is good. Let's see, what is this? I want to see what, how do we want the supercapacitors and superconductors to work? They have a lot of solid ingredients. Okay, so let's make these. Because we need 3 of these. We only need 1 of the superconductors, but I think this is going to be ultimately more compact. Let's see. Because there's some solid ingredients that are shared. Okay, that gets electrolyte in. Everybody up here gets productivity modules. Okay, good. You get these. You're gonna make these. And I think we're gonna do that. And you also get these. Good. Okay, so now copper and plastic. Okay, copper and plastic on this line. Those are needed for the superconductors. And they are not needed for the supercapacitors. Okay, so those will come in there. Which means that... Wow, we're almost done here. Okay, it means that we can do something, I don't know, like this. We might have to weave this through. Those connect, good. Then I can do that. And I can do that. Okay, that gets all of these in. Right, and these are all pretty small amounts. Yeah. Okay, great. That's those. These are going to be What are the two that we do? We need, these are green circuits and batteries, because the Holmium plates are used for both. Okay, so these are green circuits and batteries. And then we can do this. And you're gonna go in and out, and you're gonna go in, you're gonna go in and out, and you're gonna go in, and you're gonna go in and out. And then we're going to filter just the supercapacitors out. And this will be Holmium plate, which is the shared product. Okay, and then we can copy this and put it here. And then that is our, that actually will probably fit like right there. Actually, yeah, is there any reason to move that? Oh, there may not be any reason to move this. Although, maybe I will do this. Can I get it in here? That hits that stuff. Okay, I think I'm now no longer worried about having enough room. Which is good. So that means... Oh, actually, let's reverse the direction of this belt. Let's take all of this. Let's flip it. And do that. Because these are our accumulators coming out. These are the supercapacitors coming out. Okay, good. This is the Holmium plate. Okay. Very good. You need electrolyte in. Okay. Good. We do need to get light oil in here somewhere. Where is my light oil? Here is all of my light oil. It's up here. Does that give me an opportunity to... Oh, sure it does. I can get more light oil out up here. Ooh. Okay, we can make this work. We're going to spaghetti this stuff. All right, and then that almost, and I don't need these. Okay, good. So then I need to do this in a way that because I do want to remember that I want to get electromagnetic science in like out over here somewhere. So I think I want to do this. Okay, that gets light oil in. Okay, good. Wow, we're like pretty close. Oh, and here's all of this. This stuff is actually like put together already. Okay, great. So these need to combine. Let's just make sure we have enough room here. Good. Get rid of that guy, and then we also want to combine these two. Wow, we finished mining productivity 10. Okay, those get in there, which I think means that I just need belts here. Ooh. Great. Cool. And we have enough space for the electromagnetic science up here, for which we need 4 of these. And I guess we can get them in here like this. I think they go crosswise, the 2 fluid inputs. Which we haven't made a supercapacitor, so we can't actually put these in yet. You can get out of the way though. And looks like we'll have space to put another one there. And just for good measure, we'll put one there. And then I think we could do this. This will be the electrolyte, which means it can come over here. This is going to be the Holmium solution, which I believe we can figure out how to do that. Where is my Holmium solution? Here it is. Let's go this way. So we can sneak through here. Right, these will be beacons out to there. So these are the 2 science ingredients. Which means you can go in there. Let's get some lights. Sure. And that means you will have science outputs here. Like this. And then the science goes here. Actually, I want to do something similar to what I had. This is 64 per minute, so it's less than 1 a second. So I should be able to just do this. Right, this is what we did on Vulcanus. We do want to load fast. Right, what does this look like over here? Did I limit this? I did not limit this. Oh, I just did fast ones. Okay, I think that's fine. Wow. Okay. That is, I think that's everything. And whoa, it did actually fit, which is great. I'm very happy about that. We are right at, man, this episode's a little long, so we are not, I hate to do it, but we're going to have a little cliffhanger here, so I am not going to turn this on. Because partially, well, this has started to buffer some stuff. Almost, but I guess we're going to need the 5th one of these, whether it has buffered stuff or not. Let's just cram this in here somewhere. So we'll see that get built. I am not going to connect this right now because I'm pretty sure that I've messed something up somewhere in all of this spaghetti. And so I'm just anticipating it's almost going to be an entire episode just like debugging this thing to get it working. But I think it is all worth it. And the reason why, oh man, I forgot my extra beacon down here. Oh, I need one more in here somehow. Oh, I can do that. Fine. Okay, good. Whew. That has all the beacons. So again, here is the, like, why are we going to all this trouble when, I mean, obviously, I mean, the bots are capable of like sorting all this stuff. But I feel like upgrading a bot-based build is a little less straightforward in that, like, we would have to do bot speed researches in order to sort of like get the bots going enough. And I would worry about power constraints by using the bots to transport stuff for this. So I think there's basically my thoughts here. There's basically two things. Because we've built this all with belts and inserters, there's actually and we've left space for beacons around everything that's on the production path, including all of these recyclers. What it means is we should not need to rearrange anything on this base. We should be able to just scale this up. I guess we would call this vertical scaling. And so just by upgrading modules and beacons, getting higher quality machines, and upgrading belts and inserters. And so that's the whole idea. I mean, it took a long time, but having put this in place, all the sorting, etc., means that there's a very clear and clean upgrade path for the base. And so it took extra time, but I hope it will be worth it. Plus, transporting things with belts and doing inserter stuff does mean that the power for moving materials around is going to be, because, you know, obviously conveyor belts are free power-wise, and so we can fit in the power envelope of these 5 steam plants here, and so that I think is important just to get going, because we are space constrained. As we said before, this is a more compact production of power than blocks of accumulators. Eventually, once we have foundation researched, we'll be able to, you know, like just say like, oh, this entire island is just, we're going to pave it with accumulators. And then, you know, we can sort of have arbitrary amounts of power as needed. But I don't know. Then we've got these buffers. That does make all of the materials accessible to the bots in the mall. I guess the exception to that would be some of this stuff, where we should, some of this last stuff we made, we should make an accumulator, rocket capacity. So it's 1 stack for rocket capacity. That's fine. But what I really care about is how many are in this? 72. So I think 2 stacks of accumulators will be enough. Where did I just go? I just lost myself. Here I am. Oh, okay. That's all right. We're gonna give you. I guess we're gonna watch this, and we're gonna say you're enabled if accumulators less than 100. We do need another roboport in this area somewhere. That seems like a fine place. Good. And I wonder if I can get this further down just to make sure we get full coverage here. That looks okay. We are going to want to export Holmium plate. So that is 10 stacks. Filter to Holmium plate. And that was 1,000, right? Yes. So you are only active if Holmium plate less than 1,000. Okay. Wow. I somehow don't have power here. All right. What else? We can't export that stuff. Can't. I mean, I suppose we can. We do need to grab... Oh, I forgot this stuff. Okay, good. And superconductors, we do need to export rocket capacity 1,000. So, does it really matter which one I do? I don't think so. Let's just have one. Let's filter you to superconductors. These guys. Oh no, that's supercapacitors. Oh, well that's okay, I need to do that too. Okay, this will be filtered to these guys. Okay, this will be supercapacitor less than, I am gonna split it. Superconductor. Right. Yes. These stack to 500. So I might as well do this. Supercapacitor. This way I can produce them in parallel if I need to. These guys. Less than 250. That one to that one. Okay, good. This is going to be EM science, I guess. How can we do that? Let's see. I think there's a trick for this, which is I can make a signal for this. And I can do set recipe. Oh no, I know how to do it. Because I have this thing. Right, and I can make... Oh, I haven't researched it. I can't make it. Alright, never mind. Fine. That's not worth doing then. We just know that that's... Ooh. We're going to have to come back and put those in, but that's okay. We don't need to buffer them except right there. Wow. Okay, great. I'm going to stop messing around. We're going to end this episode here. And when we come back next time, as a problem for Future Mystic Fish, Future Mystic Fish is going to have to debug all of this stuff. Which I think is going to be an episode in and of itself. But I'm pretty excited about it. What do we got here? Okay, that's a normal Novice thing. Great. So that's what we have for this episode. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. And until then, bye.